To live a more colorful life, and welcome back to my channel. This is part 3 and possibly the final part of my live mini reading sessions. I want to thank all of you guys so much for hanging out and supporting the channel. So if you're watching this after I've already uploaded it, then I hope you still enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you never miss when I do these live sessions. Sometimes I go live for free on the weekends, most of the time I do, so that's why you really want to make sure you ring that bell. So we're going to move forward with the next person, and that is Irene. So Irene, you want to know, is it worth it with you and D? Like, are things gonna work out? Is he potentially being unfaithful to you? Just kind of what's going on there. So yeah, let's pull some cards. What's going on? How does D feel? How does D feel about you? So the first card seems pretty positive, maybe even neutral. It says, I want to get to know you better. So he does imagine this connection with you growing. I want to explore this connection. He wants to move forward. This also says there was this dream I had the other day. You were so hot. This is definitely a spicy card, but it's a message, he's attracted to you, he's into you, he's enjoying that aspect of the connection at least. And there is a message about him being open to a committed relationship. He just needs more time. But that's kind of what worries me, is it's just I'm open to it, but not yet or not right now. This could be pointing to him struggling with the commitment. So you wanted to see if there's somebody else, if he's being unfaithful. I don't know. Sometimes that comes up in the cards and sometimes it doesn't. I'll do my best to see what we see, So is there somebody else? Is there another person? Is he being unfaithful? D being unfaithful. I don't know. I do get the impression that he has a lot of friends or a big social circle. He's really flirty. He's kind of always going out with the boys or something like that. But there's nothing in specific that's pointing towards him cheating on you. But if anything, maybe he's a little flirty. He's kind of keeping his options open. But there is a message about the chemistry between you guys being really strong, that being really magnetic and that growing. So it could just be a hard time in the relationship, or you're feeling some distance with him. And I would say he is feeling a little bit not as strong about the commitment. Maybe he's struggling with it. If you guys had decided to have a commitment, or you doing your lives together, sometimes you can, I don't know, have moments of doubt. I would say he's definitely feeling some doubt, or he's feeling caged or something, but this could just be something temporary. Also, D is really struggling to find a sense of purpose in his life right now. So he's just feeling kind of itchy and agitated and a little bit directionless. But your guides want you to have peace about it. I think they're saying this is a him problem. It's not a you problem. The way he's acting lately, or if there's been a little distance, or if he hasn't been as romantic lately. Definitely draw the boundaries you need to draw and speak your truth and say what you need to say to him. If you feel like you're being mistreated in any way, or that there needs to be some kind of miscommunication or some kind of communication or something to clear something up, then do it. But your guides are telling you maybe just kind of wait and see approach will be better. Maybe not to jump to conclusions and automatically assume he's being unfaithful. But it is a sign though that of the trust in the relationship. If you're worried he's being unfaithful, maybe you're worried about the trust between you guys, but it could also be insecurity. So to work on what makes you feel secure and open some dialogue and communication between you guys so that you can feel more secure in the relationship. Also ask yourself, what would make you feel more secure? maybe write a list, try to get, really pick your brain, get that out practically, and then you can communicate that to him and just be like, look, you know what, if you could do this, or if you could just call me, or just let me know if there's other women around or what's going on. Like, if you could communicate that, that make me feel more comfortable. Or if you're crashing somewhere, just let me know whose place you're staying at. Like, if you're worried, but then at the same time, sometimes if you feel like you have to police your partner too much, and they're just always out acting like they're single, even, and not really acting committed to you, sometimes you got to be like, well, I don't really want to be this person's boss. If they want to be like that, be like that. But sometimes this comes down to boundaries. Is your partner behaving in a way that's making you feel like they're cheating? Are they doing things that are kind of technically cheating or on the line? Are they flirting with it? What is that to you? What does a commitment mean to you? Have you guys established that? So it sounds to me like it's time to talk about boundaries in your relationship. And it doesn't have to be a cheesy, like, let's talk about boundaries thing. Because you might be like, oh, you don't know my partner, he's not going to talk about it. I get it, but it could be something where, like, in a moment of peace between you guys, you can maybe make something to eat or make some tea or drink or something and just sit down and talk about, like, just kind of what's going on with that. And sometimes you just got to talk about the relationship. And I, unfortunately, have been in relationships before where my partner was kind of running off and making me suspicious. And sometimes they were cheating, sometimes they weren't. It just depends, But you got to ask yourself, look, is this just my insecurity? Or is this the way they're acting? Or is it a combination of both? So all you can do is work on yourself, making yourself feel more secure. But of course, there's some changes or some things you're going to need to see from your partner, So I think that's what your guys are saying. Look, find your peace. And then she's like writing her journal. Maybe that's you making a list of what your wants and needs and expectations are for this relationship, bringing that to your partner, communication. This is the luminosity card. I still see attraction. When we got the chemistry card earlier, and this is very similar energy, pointing to the attraction between you and your partner, the magnetic energy here. But I do feel like he's being a little bit sus. Just the fact that you're thinking he could be cheating. I'm not seeing anything in the cards, but it doesn't mean he's not. And I have a feeling it's not just in you being paranoid or something or having anxiety. I have a feeling that he is doing some things that could be questionable or problematic, at least to you, Maybe if you brought it up to your girlfriends, they'd be like, oh yeah, that's sus. Like, you need to figure that out. So that's what this is about. So you guys got to figure something out, Whatever he's doing that's making you nervous like that can't go on, and you holding it back and not saying anything or trying to be chill about it might not be helping either. So it's time to just define it. And if that's a hill he's gonna die on, if he's gonna not be happy with that boundary, then sometimes that's a reason for a breakup, because it's like, well, that's your boundary, here's mine, and that's just, yeah. So we'll see. Is that a hill he wants to die on? Whatever it is he's doing, maybe that's what you're nervous about. You're like, if I bring it up to him, maybe I'll lose him. Because if I tell him that's a deal breaker for me, and then he's just like, well, okay, fine, then deal breaker, over. And sometimes that's why we let people kind of walk over us, or we like kind of let certain things slide, because we just kind of hope that they'll change. We don't want to bring it up. We don't want to ruffle any feathers. We love this person. We don't want to lose them. It's already been rocky. They've already been hot and cold, I get it. I see it, I feel like this relationship needs a little bit more time. I think you need to have healthy, like, things going on in your life outside of this person, like really working on you and enjoying yourself, independence, and see, is this person going to continue to fit in my life? Are they going to continue to show up? It's definitely kind of a test. I wouldn't say to pull back from them or to emotionally blackmail them or anything, or to play games or be hard to get or anything, but I would just say continue to put a lot of focus into you, because we'll see, like, will they change with you? Will they grow with you? Will they show up? Will they continue to pursue you? The cards seem to point to the fact that you guys are in the middle of resolving conflict, and to me, that's good energy. I think it's moving forward, but no doubt I saw some signs. There's some stuff you guys gotta talk about. So I hope that this resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support, and I will see you next time. So, do we have any spots left? So we're going to move on to the next person here in a minute. Okay, so you guys, I have one spot left. It's the very last spot. I won't be opening up anymore. So you guys, if you're interested, all you have to do is just type below, and my partner is here to help you sign up to get a reading. And we have just a couple more people left. So who's next? Okay, so Indiana guy 22. It's great to hear from you. Okay, so it's kind of like a love question. You're wondering, will you meet somebody soon romantically, or are you going to get things off the ground with maybe someone that you just met or that you already know? So let's look into that first. Okay, so someone you just met, something that's just getting off the ground. Is it someone that you know? Well, I do see that you have chemistry with this person right away. That's coming out in the cards. And there is an energy around you for attracting love. And look, definitely it's very special and specific to you, of course. But also right now, this is a really great time for love. All the planets are like kind of aligning in that way. I've been talking about it so much, but it's nice to follow astrology. And we've got 5 planets that are moving into Pisces right now. And that makes the perfect condition for people to fall in love. Pisces, whew, such a loving, emotional energy that's all about romance and relationships and the divine feminine, creativity, dreams, nostalgia. And so, yeah, it's going to be a really eventful season in love. In fact, all the rest of the people who just purchased readings, I peeked ahead to see what people are asking on my break, and they were all love questions. So definitely you're not alone. So this means that you're going to have a lot of options. You're going to have a lot of opportunities. You're not the only person going looking for love right now. You're going to have a lot more matches that could be made, more potentials, more possibilities around you. But this person, I do see chemistry here. I don't know if you just met them at your work, through your job, something like that. Something about that coming up. But we do see that they have a Queen of Wands energy. I see why you're attracted to them. I'm going to say maybe it's a female, a she. If for some reason it's a they or he or someone else who identifies as something else, I'm sorry. I just feel a really strong divine feminine energy coming from them. Either way, it's like she is, well, I mean, really attractive. They have like a really special way of like styling themselves and dressing themselves. And the Queen of Wands is like an entrepreneur, someone who's like a visionary, an artist. Maybe this is one of your bosses or mentors or superiors, or you put kind of in your mind, put them on a pedestal. Like, oh my gosh, they're so amazing. They're so gifted. Yeah, a really attractive person. So is this an attractive person at work? I'm not sure. I don't know. But could be. I don't know if this is going anywhere. All I see so far are just signs about that you guys have some chemistry and that there's some attraction here. But I see a lot of signs about you dating other people. I don't know. I think it's potential. I think if you have an attraction to this person, that you should, build the connection authentically and then shoot your shot. Doesn't seem like there's any red flags, any blockages, but I also didn't see anything crazy in the cards that was like, oh my god, this is your soulmate, So let's see who's coming in soon, what is coming in soon to your love life. Yeah, there's going to be a couple of people. I actually see you talking to 2 people, maybe 2 women, at the same time. 2, 2, 2, 2. Interesting. I don't know if you're doing online dating or speed dating, or you're just really going to be putting yourself out there or something, or if this is just like your attractive energy that I saw in the cards. But you're going to be definitely going on a lot of dates and meeting a lot of people. And I think at one point you there might be two people that you're even getting a little bit more serious with. Like, I don't know, like it gets a little spicy. Like it was like, oh, you had your first kiss with one person and then your third date with the other, and you're gonna get to this point where you will kind of have to make a choice. Like, do I want to continue with any of these people? Like, further down the path into a relationship, or do I just want to keep exploring? I see huge time of exploration for you. And that will be a new challenge, because I feel like it's almost like a when it rains, it pours. Maybe you've been dealing with being single for a while, and you're just thinking, I just want to find, someone, like it'd be great, like love match. But then all of a sudden there's like a lot of dating, like relationships, connections, texting, opportunities, social energy, and it might be like, oh gosh, who should I choose? You might have options, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. So that's cool. That's cool. Serious fortune. Yeah, it sounds like it. It's gonna be oh man, it's gonna be a lot of dates, a lot of people. Approachable. Yeah, people, it's like something's changed with you. People see you as very approachable. You have a great energy going right now, and this also might feel easier. I definitely get this feeling like you're going to be feeling like the man. You're going to be the ladies' man, or you're going to be getting a lot of good energy back from people. And you got to learn, though. Maybe the first date or the second date doesn't go well, but I just feel like along the lines you get better at it. And maybe it's also because you're a good listener. People love that. But I guess feel like people are reacting to you. You're making some adjustments. You're shining your authentic energy forward. You're really working on confidence. So the ladies or the people are responding to you a lot better. And so you're going to hit it off. You're going to enjoy it. If there's any advice I could give to you based off these cards, would be to, like, don't focus so much on, like, finding their person or locking it down with someone. Focus on enjoying dating. Focus on flirting and just, like, feeling attractive and connecting with others, and, and giving some good vibes out, and just let these connections grow authentically. At some point, you'll have to make some choices, and you need to be responsible with people's feelings. Maybe you're gonna go out there and break some hearts. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting here. But yeah, just know that it's gonna be good fortune all the way. Your guides do see that you've been really frustrated with this whole dating process, and I mean, I guess for right now we can blame it on what happened in the world a couple years ago with the lockdowns and everything. I mean, a lot of people have social anxiety after that. I know I kind of do. And at the same time, though, a lot of people met online during that time, and people got lonely, and it could have been a good time for meeting love or dating and connection. But it's just strange. You can't ignore the fact that things are a little bit more different now. And so that could also be adding to the frustration. But I feel like you're going to find your flow. That's what all these cards are saying. So nearby, yeah, you're going to find your flow. Faithful. And also, this is just like faithful. That makes me think about like a connection, like a relationship, like someone that you love, faithful to each other. So it might be that you will have a partner or a girlfriend or whatever. You'll have that. But enjoy the journey is the message I'm getting here. So I hope that this message resonates with you. Thank you so much for asking a question, and I will see you next time. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the next person. Okay, so Lorraine is next. Hi, Lorraine. It's so great to hear from you. Okay, so you want to know, is it truly over between you and JP, or is there like another chance for you guys? So, yeah, let's look into it. I mean, I kind of get it. Sometimes it's like, I'm doing readings for people in love all the time. I hear all these stories and, just from my friends and people. Sometimes people go get on a breakup and they kind of experience what life is like without each other, and they kind of work things out, and then they come back together stronger, move forward, get married. Like, that's a lot of people's story. So I'm not saying it couldn't happen, but there's a reason they do say to leave your ex or whatever in the past. So it could go either way. I'm not biased, so let's see what the cards have to say. You and JP. What's going on with Lorraine and JP? There's still energy here. There's still something here. It hasn't died. It hasn't completely fizzled out. I mean, I look back at, you look back at some exes and you're just like, no way in hell would I ever go back to that. Then there's some people that are the one that got away, right? I do see how much this is just eating you up. It's almost like you need to know, because it's like you need that closure. And I do get a sense that maybe you guys were on and off again for like a while too. That's why it's also hard, because you're like, is this for real, for real? It's actually been a long while now since I've heard from them. What the fuck? Like, it's starting to get really intense. Like, is this really over? I do get the sense you're panicking. There's that sense of finality coming into play here. So yeah, I do see it. And there's a part of you that's like, maybe I need to do something about this, make the effort. But I also get this sense that it's like, you got to make an effort either way. Like, if it's not going to be like that, then you got to really cut them out, and even mentally, emotionally, really start focusing on moving forward, and, give yourself the time you need to grieve and be real and authentic with your emotions. But that might even look like getting a therapist, counselor. It happens. Sometimes you just like, okay, I need to work on this or make it more of a priority to move forward. But I am seeing these cards that are like, something's got to give here. So I do see where you're at. I'll try my best to help. Let's see if they are, coming back or not. Maybe what might help me is to see, like, how do they feel? We can check into their feelings for you. That chemistry card made me think that there's still a little something there on their end. Yeah, so they've definitely been thinking about you. There was this dream I had the other day, and you were so hot. I mean, they're still very much attracted to you, and sometimes they really miss you, want you, But these two cards, pulling them together, is fascinating. This says, who I really am is different than how you think of me in your head. And then this says, I've been pretending. I was so worried you wouldn't like the real me, and I'm worried you'll find out. So two cards about them presenting themselves one way, but actually being another. I don't know. Is this them trying to act like the nice guy, but actually being kind of an asshole? Is this them wearing a mask? Sometimes I think about narcissists, toxic people sometimes wear a mask and portray themselves to be one way and love bomb you, so you fall in love with that version of them, but it's all just a mask. Ask yourself, maybe is that kind of what happened? You're just having a moment of weakness and this person's bad for you. I don't know if that's the vibes I'm getting, but sometimes these two cards together, strong message. It could be they're not who they say they are. But this could also be like, I act like I'm really strong, but on the inside, like, I'm not, kind of torn up. I don't know. We got to pull more cards. Like, how else are they feeling? What's going on? Something about them not being authentic with you, though. I'm thinking about your body. Oh my God, it's getting really sexual. So they are really missing you. I'm in a karmic relationship. Is there another person maybe you don't know about, or maybe you do know about? Sometimes this comes out because they have like baby mama drama, or because they're seeing someone else, or this could even be just like they're in one of those really codependent, toxic relationships with their mom, and it kind of like just causes a lot of drama. I don't know. But this says, I'm in a karmic relationship. I don't know how to leave it. The thought of you is the only thing that gives me hope. Okay, so he has a baby mama. He's co-parenting. Yeah, I saw that. I think that's why I mentioned it. I felt nervous to mention it, but that really came. So yeah, so basically he's got a lot of drama and stuff going on with that. There's nothing wrong with being in that kind of situation, by the way, having baby mom or whatever, this or that. Like, it's cool. Like, everybody do your own thing. But I kind of get something's off with them. Or maybe they're back together, or it's not really as over as you'd think with them. Lots of complications. That's definitely like a third party situation. For some people it is. It's not a problem. For some people it is, you know? Sometimes it can be a complicated dynamic. Yeah, it's like what's around him and his finances. He's stressed out about money, maybe because of the kid and stuff too. So, I don't know. I don't know if you're going to hear from him. He does miss you. He does think about you. He definitely is still attracted to you. But something about a wedding, engagement, getting to know each other. It's almost like this, the real deal is like if you guys got back together, like it's not playing games. It would be like not wasting your time. You got to kind of know like this is the one, right? What else do we give our ex a second chance? I don't know. Unless we just kind of, I don't know. I just kind of get this feeling like it's a big deal to take him back, and there's something coming out about an engagement and a wedding and getting to know each other, and this makes me, my personal opinion and vibe and energy I'm feeling here, I'm just going to call it that there could be someone else that ends up being your person. I'm going to get to know somebody new. There's a wedding coming in your future. Might not be this person. Maybe that's why this door is just shutting and you're trying to put your foot back in it, but it just keeps shutting. You know? Get your foot caught in the door. So it might be time to take that foot out of the door and just shut it. I don't see any clear signs he's going to reach out, but at the same time, I don't see any signs he's not going to. You know? It seems like there's a lot of chaotic energy around him. You might be moving towards another direction. So yeah. I hope that resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support. And I will see you next time. All right, we're going to move forward to the next person. Who is it? Spot. Oh, okay. All right, we are sold out. Thank you so much, you guys, for your support. Make sure you ring the notification bell so that you don't miss my next reading session. I'll probably do a live free reading session next weekend. And yeah, we'll do the last couple people. So Angela is next. Okay. So Angela, who is your future spouse going to be and when? It's a lot to answer in just a couple of minutes here. But I will do my best to see what I can pull out for you. I'm going to hopefully it's not too vague, because usually I like a good half hour to sit down and like look into those characteristics, explain them, get those little details out, or, you know, but we'll just see what the tarot has to say about who your future partner is. Future partner, future husband. Whoa. Okay, so this reading has totally taken like another turn, but they're saying like maybe the reason you're asking about your future husband is because it would just be so nice to hear about it, because, and don't worry, I'll pull you some cards on that. I just got to get this in real quick. This is what they want you to know. Don't shoot the messenger. things that might have been a little rough recently, especially when it comes to finances. It'd be so nice to have a husband or a partner to like support you financially or bring more stability in, and also just like comfort. And who doesn't want to be in love and have an incredible wedding? And it's like, hello, that's one of the most amazing parts of life, is to fall in love and find your soulmate or just a beautiful connection. I think there's a reason that we're all manifest in these separate physical bodies, even though we're all like technically one collective consciousness or ever or whatever. It's nice to be in love. It makes life feel beautiful. And so I see that there've been some struggles, and it would be nice to have that knight in shining armor, because there've just been so many crossroads in your life. So many big decisions you've had to make, so many risks you've taken to get here, but you feel like you're still not seeing like the full abundance or the full return. It's like you've planted a seed, it's grown into like a little bush, but it's not that tree with the fruit yet. But you're almost there. It's not just like a little tiny sprout anymore. You covered a lot of ground and it's strong, and there's like the promise of what it's going to bring, but it's just like not there yet. So your guides are telling you patience, 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 patience on your path. They're also saying right now it might not feel like there's any opportunities coming in, and it's important that you save money and that you really strategize with your resources, but that you get, maybe you solve conflicts around you, especially when it comes to like your work-life balance, and there are some decisions that need to be made, but overall it's like the best thing for you to do is to get out in the world, to take risks, to come out of hiding, to share your gifts, to start the business, or to search for the opportunity or make that move, travel, getting out in the world. So some choices need to be made, but they're saying you're capable, you're capable. And all of that path will probably lead you towards your future husband, your future partner. Maybe they just want you to know where you're at in your path. It will help you. But your future husband, your future partner is definitely going to bring that stability, that support, that love, that wonderful partnership to your life you're looking for. Just hang in there. Yeah. You can bring that to yourself too. Look how cute this is. The Princess of Hearts and the Prince of Hearts. I pulled them both together. Like, that's really rare. I never do that. Like, there's a couple of like twin or like matching cards in this deck, and to pull them both together is like, I don't know, like probability statistically wise, that's rare. So I think it's a sign that you're gonna find your perfect match. You're gonna find someone who's absolutely perfect for you. This could even be like twin flame energy. I'm not talking about like the whole crazy toxic twin flame community. I'm just talking about like really feeling like you found yourself in another person, or like you have that understanding between you, or they just get you, your person. And also, this is a sign of a long lasting relationship, long lasting connection, marriage, sharing property, children, things like that. Very serious connection. So you definitely are going to have that marriage. And what I can say about the Prince of Hearts, real quick, is because I'm running out of time, but the Prince of Hearts or the Prince of Cups is somebody who is like a little bit younger. So if you're a little bit young, they could be the same age as you, or maybe a year or two, a little bit younger. If not, they could be very youthful. Maybe they are like a little bit more lean and tall, kind of gangly, running around kind of energy. They do have very like, if this is a male we're talking about, yeah, I think you said husband. They might have a little bit more androgynous features, like really light blue eyes, very like soft hair, like perfect eyelashes. Don't you hate it when guys have like the most amazing eyelashes and you're like, wow, you're like a beautiful man. I feel like that's kind of their energy. Really like angel like features, gorgeous person. And then, to make them more of a heartbreaker, they're definitely some type of writer or poet or romantic artist type of person. Wear their heart on their sleeve. And love is very important to them. Like, their relationship is the most important thing in their life. So you're never going to feel like you come second. You guys will have like a really close, attached at the hip kind of relationship. And we also see a lot of prosperity coming into your life, like this person just being a beautiful gift for you. So they're definitely coming. A lot of sign though about like the first part of the reading was just kind of like where you're at, what's coming next. So I don't know if they're coming that soon. I can't get a timeline. This isn't telling me anything. But we're seeing maybe within 4 years. And there's something about 2022. This is like maybe you meet them this year. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know what this is about. Okay, there will be. I think there's some signs pointing to the fact that you could date a couple more people, or there could be more love opportunities coming into your life before you meet your future husband. So don't stress about it. Maybe forget this message. They're out there. I can kind of see them. You got this. They're a perfect match, and just love whoever's on your path and the way there. On the way there, some people aren't meant to stay in your life forever. That's hard. Sometimes hard to know that maybe the next person you meet or something, it's not that forever person. Could be. I'm not seeing it sharply or anything here. Just some signs about some energy going on over the next couple months. Like this year is still a powerful time for you in love, but this makes me think maybe wedding in 4 years. You might have to come back and let me know. All right, I hope that this resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support, and we're going to move on to the next person. So who's next? Luna is next. Tough question. So Luna, you're asking, is it time to leave this relationship? I'll see what I can do. We just have a couple minutes here, kind of help you look into these opportunities. I always tell my clients I can't make the decision for you, but I can just kind of open up the energies, help you look at this from different perspectives so you can be empowered to make the right decision for you, that feels best for you. So, what does the path look like if you stay with this relationship? What does the path look like if you stay? If you just maybe forget about, walking away just for now and just committing to it, moving forward. I'm sure you've already been given your all. I'm sure it's taking you a lot to get to this point where you feel like it might be time to leave, And by all means, I do want to say that no matter what comes out in this reading today, if you feel like you're being hurt or abused in any way in this relationship, if that's why you want to leave, please do it. Get help, seek help, email me. I can connect you with resources. But I don't know if I'm seeing that in the cards. I just figured I'd throw that in just in case. Never want to empower someone to stay in a relationship that's not healthy. What I am seeing, though, is something about how, I don't know, about leaving. It's crazy because I pulled stay, and the messages were looking pretty positive about staying. This is about how, it's like a learning situation. You're learning so much. You're going to the next level in this relationship. I also see reunion. It's not past repair. You guys could reunite and reconnect and grow more. There's also definitely a sign of this being a soul connection, and what's really making you nervous is just you're unsure how you guys will be together in the future. Because look, the best indication of someone's future behavior is their past behavior. People can change, and we do grow and evolve, and sometimes that's why we break up, because we've outgrown a partner or they've outgrown us, or we're not on the same page anymore. We don't want the same things anymore, That leads to breakups. But I definitely get this sense you're thinking more about that, about the growing and the changing, and if they're going to be the person that can really walk with you and change like that. And maybe you're looking at them thinking, I don't know if they're going to change, but at the same time, you'd be surprised how much people can change and in relationships and over the years. But something is telling me there will be a part of you that's going to need to explore more of what makes you feel safe and secure in a relationship, and maybe to get it out on the table how you really want your partner to support you going forward, especially if you feel like you're at a time of transition in your life. Because sometimes when we're in a time of transition and we're feeling unsure about ourselves and our life, that's when we start feeling unsure about our partner, because it's almost like we project that onto them. So you got to ask yourself, am I just unsure in general right now, or is this for real? And I think it's good to explore both. It's possible you could be unsure about your life and unsure about them. But it seems like you could stay for a while and figure that out. I'm not sure if I'm seeing like, you guys are going to get married, most positive outcome. There is this mystery card, the links is the cat of mystery coming up. So it might be like, that's to be known, but there is some type of energy of kismet, soulmate energy between you guys being together. Now, if you left this person, this is the relationship, long term bird of marriage, and this is the tower. So if you left this relationship, it would be hard because not only would, you know, this connection kind of be destroyed and you start over, and but it's also like the hopes and the dreams you had for the future with this person, and just like the lifestyle and everything you shared. So it would be tough, you know, you'd be going through a grieving process. But if this is the path you chose, you would be able to see it through. And there's blessings and prosperity and abundance waiting for you on the other side. But yes, it would be very difficult. And the first card being the tower does make me think like, ooh, that's going to be hard to live down. But I want you to look at both of these paths and ask yourself, which one of these paths makes you feel the most alive? Which one of these paths scares you the most? Sometimes you got to choose the path that makes you feel the most alive. Sometimes you got to choose the path that you're the most afraid of because it's the one that will grow you the most. But the best path to choose is always the path of least resistance. So the one that makes you feel just like relieved. Okay, you know what? I'll just do that. Like follow that. And it could change. Maybe what makes you feel good right now is just to stay and work on it. Maybe that will change. Pay attention to yourself. Do what you can to move your life forward, to go through the transformation, to establish some change in your life, to feel more sure of yourself and your decisions. And if you've done a little bit of that and you're still feeling very unsure about this relationship, then it's a sign, you know, it's the relationship, you know. So I hope that helps you. Thank you so much for asking a question, and I will see you next time. All right, you guys, we have just the last few people left here. Thank you to those of you guys who are last, who've been so patient. Let's see who we have next. So Anne is next. Okay, so you want to know, how does your crush feeling? Is there any attraction between you guys? Like, is there any potential, anything happening? Let's do it. Okay, so how do they see you? Are they attracted to you? How do they feel? Give me a second to like really tap into this, and then we'll dig into it. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of messages about your crush being like really confused. This is like the indecisive card. So indecisiveness, confusion. This is like another card that points to just like confusion going around in their head. And then I also got anxious environment. It makes me wonder, is your crush from work, or is your crush from school, or something kind of like that? It could be that like in this environment, they're like a little nervous for some reason. They're not thinking about dating, or they're like, I don't know, they're just kind of on edge, focused on other things. Basically, it makes me think that they might not even know that you're an option. You know, it definitely makes me think about an office environment, because it's like somebody there is so focused on work, not always thinking about crushes and stuff like that. Of course, you notice who you think's attractive, and there's signs that they think you're attractive, and they think you're like playful, and they think you're really smart, and but it's almost like they haven't given it that much thought. Because sometimes once you're on the prowl and you're like really looking for a connection, yeah, you're gonna really be looking and taking notice of everybody around you. I don't know if I get the sense he's really like on the prowl right now. He's just kind of focused on some stuff. But he's noticed you. He's definitely noticed you. And I also get this sense that, I don't know, it does make me think that he's definitely not pursuing you or anything. You guys have had a couple moments together. You guys have flirted a little bit. I see that. He has a nice energy. He's very confident. But he does kind of keep to himself a little bit. Yeah. So we see you deserve love. You're lovable. Love yourself first. Maybe it's like don't focus so much on this person noticing you and their approval. I know it's kind of hard. You get a crush, all you want for them to notice you and for them to just, do all the things you fantasize about, but it doesn't always happen and it sucks. But I don't know, your guys are saying that like you are calling in your soulmate, and you do have a soulmate connection with this person, but why are we getting the forgiveness card? Is it like, wah, wah, you don't end up with them, you forgive them for rejecting you? I hope not. But I need to pull some more clarifiers. Maybe this is just because they barely noticed you yet, or this is so fresh. This is the kind of energy I get sometimes in those situations. We got separation reversed. What's this? What's going on? Yeah. I think what's happening is I'm just not really seeing it go anywhere. Either he's just too clueless, or is just not going to make a move, or it's the school work situation. It just feels like you snooze, you lose, and by that time there's going to be somebody new in your life, because it says passion and new love. Sometimes too you think somebody's hot, but then like you actually start hanging out with them or hooking up with them and you realize, damn, this doesn't jive. There's actually not as much chemistry as I thought here. So I don't think there's anything wrong with you obviously having a crush on this person. There seems to be a little bit of attraction between you guys, and also they seem like a nice person, but I don't know, for whatever reason, it's not being made clear to me, but it seems like someone else is coming in. So yeah, passion, new love, somebody else coming in your love life. What else do you need to know about this? I don't think that you should force yourself to get over this crush overnight just because we saw in this reading that maybe nothing happens. Energy can shift, but it's just maybe where you guys are at right now. You guys are definitely telling you to be playful. Like, nothing wrong with flirting with your crush, right? Maybe put yourself more in their line of sight. Play with the energy a little bit. See, are they responding? But honestly, I think someone else is going to come in. And something about structure. That card has been coming up for so many people today. I think there's a lot of messages about getting ready for these energy shifts and putting more structure and routine into your life to just see the things you want to see happen. It could also be, hey, make it a priority, structure, friendship. Make it a priority to work on growing your network and your friendships, connecting with your friends more. That makes sense because maybe that's how you'll meet this person in your love life. Possibility. So they're saying a possibility is going to come in through a friend. You just need to make sure you don't hole up and isolate yourself right now, because something's coming in. Play, have fun, hang out with friends, work on making more friends, grow your group of friends. There's possibility, passionate new love coming in, a blessing. What? Oh my gosh. Ooh, the sun. The sun is like the most rewarding, happy card in the whole tarot. It's like a message, like you hit the jackpot. You got favor of the spirits. All is well. See if I can find you the sun. So what we know is it seems like someone's coming in. Not certain if it's the crush. I'll eat my words if I'm wrong. DM me. but it just feels to me like it's somebody new. A little bit unexpected, too. Here's the sun. That's the energy coming in for you. So don't give up, okay? I hope that this resonates with you. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, and I will see you next time. All right, we're going to move forward with the last couple of readings here. Sorry to those of you guys who clicked on this too late or after it's already been uploaded. We're sold out now, but you can always follow and ring that notification bell to find out when I go live in the future. And a lot of times I do these live sessions for free. It's kind of first come, first serve or randomized who I pick, but I will do these for free sometimes too. All right, so I'm just sorting my cards a little bit here. Who's next? Who? Big? Big. Okay, so Big is next. All right, so Big, you're wondering what's next for you in love for a stable relationship. So yeah, looking for a stable relationship. What's coming in? See if we can help you with that. I realize like everybody who asked the last few questions, you guys are all love readings, so it's pretty cool. What's coming in? Stable relationship. Ooh. Okay, so definitely something's coming in for you. Your guides are saying, first of all, to just stay dedicated to this path. Maybe you've been single for a while, or you've just been through like a hermit mode or hermit phase in your life. But this is the big moon, a sign like a really big manifestation is coming your way. Like this could be it. And this isn't too good to be true because there does seem to be something you need to do to open to receive this energy. And that's how it goes. Sometimes we do need to take action because first you take action, then the support comes. And sometimes it's not always about like something just, coming into our life. Sometimes we have to be the ones to go out and get it, or we have to consciously manifest it. So, but I think this is an acknowledgement that you've been like doing your part, you've been doing what you can do, all things considered. But they are saying you need to make a decision. And there seems to be an opportunity with your creativity, with some type of creative gift or skill or talent you have. I talk about that a lot in my channel because I really believe that like one of the biggest ways to live a fulfilling life is to find out like and explore and experiment with what your gifts and talents are, because those can be ways that help you connect with others or to bring fulfillment into your life, or just ways that you can enjoy your life, make it more fulfilling. So there does seem to be some opportunity here. And I just got this vision of somebody who is really tired from work, kind of stressed, maybe a little lonely, and like coming home and just kind of going through the motions, getting stuff done, doing chores. Maybe you hang out with your pet, go on a walk, but it's almost like you're kind of stuck in like a routine. And it might even be a good routine or a healthy routine, but it's like something I say a lot on the channel is if you always do what you've always done, then you'll always get what you've always got. It's like you got to mix it up. You got to be ready to meet some new people. Sometimes that isn't always just swiping on your phone on Tinder or whatever. Because, if you're sitting there swiping on your phone, watching TV, it's like you got to do something different. You got to get out in the world. So that's the hard thing. That's what's frustrating to you, is there's a part of you that wants to be more hermit or more introverted or kind of just stick with the way you've done things, but you might have to do something a little bit different to meet this amazing, incredible, special person. Because where do you think this person's going to be? And by the way, you're totally worthy of them. But your guides are saying that that's why your creativity is going to connect you with this person. Because either you get really engaged in these activities or this hobby or talent of yours, and it just brings good energy to you and helps you be magnetic to attract this person, or maybe you meet them through it. It's very possible. And so your guides are saying you will actually meet this person really soon. So maybe they're saying, look, there's an opportunity coming in with your creativity, follow that path. That path will take you to them. And I see the Queen of Cups describes this person. And I'm sorry if this person is a male or someone who identifies as like something else. Just because you're seeing what looks like a woman or a female on this card doesn't mean they're a female, but sometimes we get the divine feminine energy for someone who's male or whatever because it's like somebody who's more traditionally like in touch with themselves, or somebody who's like not afraid to be creative or express themselves. They dress really cool, or they're very like poetic or kind of whimsical or unique. Definitely play the guitar, songwriter, musician type of person, or someone who's like really artistic. They could even have a job like graphic design or something like that, or they could make things and maybe sell them on Etsy, or they could be like a streamer or a TikToker or something like that. Like I just get the feeling like they're unique and they're kind of doing their own thing over there, and they're a fascinating person. So, they're coming in. They got that Queen of Cups kind of energy. You can research that more. Research Queen of Cups energy. But this is a big change in your life. This season is ending, and I see so many messages urging you to make a change or try something new, get out of your routine, your comfort zone, and this person's going to just flow right into your life. So beautiful. I hope that this resonates with you. And by the way, I did have a feeling this was going to be kind of soon. Like, I didn't think, oh, this is 3 years from now. It could be over the next couple months or this summer. So yeah, be open to it. So yeah, thank you so much for coming to my channel, and I will see you next time. So who's next? Oh, Kara. It's so great to hear from you, Kara. Mm. 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 Okay. Okay, all right, Kara, I feel you. I feel you. So, you just like recently reconnected with this guy from school named Mason who, you know, basically professed like a romantic interest in you. So, you figured you might as well give it a shot. You've been hanging out for like a month. It's been great, but you're also like, oh God, I don't know if I really feel like he's that person I really want to be committed to long term. And summer is coming and I kind of want to explore my opportunities in romance and in dating. I don't know if I like really want to continue. How do I kind of back out of this? I see where you're at. It happens, and especially you're at a time in your life where you have so many opportunities. Might not be the smartest thing to lock yourself down. I catch you. I catch you. Maybe he's Mr. Right now and he's not Mr. Right, and you want to start moving more to the direction of Mr. Right. It happens. So let's see what's going on. We got the devil. This is a message of sex, we're just going to get into it here. Maybe you guys are hooked up and stuff. Maybe, possibly, or had some, maybe it could even just be emotional intimacy. It can be just as strong or if not stronger than that. So you guys have shared some type of intimacy and it's like drawing you really close. Maybe you guys have had this habit of hanging out all your free time and texting a lot, and now you're like, shit, how do I dial it back without ghosting them? Or like, maybe we shouldn't be texting as much, because like if it gets closer and closer and closer and more time goes by, it starts getting awkward. Because the thing with relationships is if it looks like a duck, acts like a duck, quacks like a duck, walks like a duck, it's a duck, So if you guys are starting to act like a relationship, spending all your time together, hooking up, it's going closer and closer, you haven't talked about the what are we thing yet, it's just hard. And I feel like you've been kind of dodging that question because it's only been a month. It's still kind of early to talk about that, but you're like, shit, I know it's coming and I don't know if I want to do it. And so, but I like spending time with him. It's hard. You're like, so how do I dial this back into like a friends with benefits place, or into like, maybe this isn't working out, back to friends, take a little space, focus on me more. It's hard, you know, but this is what dating is all about. Sometimes you don't know till you try. Sometimes you don't understand what a connection is to you until you connect with a person. It happens. We change our minds, or we outgrow something, or we decide, never mind, or actually, we don't have that chemistry. I thought we did. It happens. So it's just hard though, because he has been building. He's like, you can tell he's been working so hard and being so sweet and just like spoiling you. He's like so happy to have this chance with you, and you're just like, fuck, don't want to let this guy down. So you just know, that you're going to break his heart. But your guides are reminding you that you are very this is kind of a strange message I'm getting, but I'm getting this message like you're a very artistic, you're a creative person, you have the divine feminine. There's a way to break up with somebody or kind of break it off without being a total asshole. Maybe you can use this as kind of like practice for how to gracefully be a role model of serenity and peace as you walk away from something. So it does sound to me like you've made the choice to kind of walk away. And so maybe you just need to have that talk and to kind of discuss what that is. So you guys are basically going to need to have a DTR, define the relationship, communicate, and maybe you have to initiate that, but I just feel like you can do it in a really sweet way. And who knows, maybe you can keep him in your life. Maybe you guys still hang out and have a similar connection, but it's just like you guys make it real to each other that it's, maybe you're not going to walk in that serious direction. Maybe there's a way you could take the pressure off, tell him where you're at. And this is the Four of Swords. This is, you got to cut the cord. You got to draw the boundary with him. And yeah, this is the Nine of Pentacles. So much wealth and abundance is coming into your life. And I hate to say it, but it's almost like you could do better. This guy's so sweet though, but he just might not be your person. This is balance. The situation needs to come to balance so that it doesn't keep you up at night anymore. Your guides are trying to give you strength. You did the best you could, Another thing too here though is that it's like his attention is nice, feels good, and sometimes you want to wait until you have another person you met, line it up so you don't have to be alone or something, you know what I mean? But then again, he could block you energetically from attracting other connections, because sometimes when you're like hanging out with someone all the time, if they're like your comfort boy or something, it's going to block you energetically from attracting that love. It's just too much. I kind of see what's going on here. Hang on. Getting some water. My last two, I always start coughing. So, you only have so much time and energy to give people. You can't give this guy as much anymore. You got to give more to yourself and open up for dating and other experiences. It is what it is. You're going to have to tell him. But there's a way that you can do it. Be creative about it. I know that sounds weird, but you can be sweet and you can be articulate, creative with your words. This isn't about playing a game or like, sugarcoating it or anything. It's just maybe thinking of a compromise, But there are definitely some questions to ask yourself, like, do you still want him in your life? Do you still want him in your life because you feel bad? Or do you still want him in your life because you genuinely think he's a cool person, want to be friends? Do you think that you can be friends after what's happened? What are the boundaries in that friendship? And if all that's just too complicated and you're just like, I literally can't, then it might just be time to be like, kind of say bye to him, Will he be in your life 5 years from now? If not, sometimes you can't see them like that. You just gotta walk away. So any messages for you? I definitely get the vibe though that your intuition is on point about you feeling like you should kind of open yourself up for something else. Your guides see that you're tired in love. Maybe you even got your hopes up a little bit when he came in your life, but it just doesn't feel right. You gotta try it on if the shoe fits, Go. Oh my gosh, your guides are literally just like, just leave him. Just go. A new relationship's coming in. Something new, something different. Yep. And your heart and your inner guidance is like recognizing that. It's like a part of you is probably recognizing that you're like aligning with your twin flame or something big. And like, it's like, you can't spend more time with this person. That contract's up. It's time to shift. Trust your heart. It will always tell you where to go. By the way, that view. Oh my gosh, that view out there. So pretty. The sun is setting. It's so pretty. I wish the camera could capture it how I see it. Yeah, it's gorgeous. Gorgeous sunset. Oh, there's John. I hope that this resonates with you. Thank you so much for asking a question. And I think you still have a couple sessions left with me. So I know you like to save them, but if you want to chat anytime, hit me up. Like, I'm free, you know? You know, I'm always, like, around. So hit me up, girl. DM me on Insta. We'll get something set up. Alright, so this is the last one. Okay, so this is the last person. Thank you so much for waiting so patiently for your reading. Linda. All right, Linda. Is there something special coming your way soon? Well, I bet there is. Maybe you've been watching me a little bit today, or you watched my channel and you heard me talking about how, you know, we're just on the other side of the spring equinox. We have all these signs that are going into Pisces right now, lots of planetary shifts, and in general, the energy isn't as heavy or as dense as it was the last couple years. We've also got like a nice summer, but no major planetary shifts or conjunctions or anything too crazy this summer. So there's definitely going to be something good coming in, right? This is harvest season. Things are blossoming and growing and fruiting season. So I'm sure something good is coming in for you. So let's look specifically for you. What's coming in? Something good coming in. What do you need to know right now? Whoa. What is going on here? Wow. I get this feeling like your guides and angels or whoever is like, yes, we finally have a place to talk to her. It's almost like they've been trying to get your attention. So I would definitely pay attention to any reoccurring signs in your path, like angel numbers, 1111, 222, that kind of stuff. Maybe keeping a diary or journal of when you see synchronicities and like interpreting it. There's so many great websites for that. I personally like to keep track of the spirit animals that come across my path, ones I see in my dreams. Sometimes I see animals in my dreams. Or even if it's just like a beetle or a bee or a certain type of bird or a cat, like I like to look that up and read messages and see how that applies to my life. Tarot cards are a great way to do that. Divination, meditate, just connect with your inner self. Because I just get this vibe like your guys, they've been trying to get a hold of you. So basically, the good thing that's coming in your life is, I just got this feeling like you are going to have success in a new area. So let's get into it. Right now, there's something that you've had private success with. Like, it's a little baby accomplishment. Like, maybe you knitted your first scarf or something, you know? Something unexpected you never thought you'd do. And either this just happened or it's gonna happen. But it's something kind of unexpected. You're not very experienced with it, and you're not even thinking this is an option for you. But I do see that, like, you might just end up getting hooked with it. If the path is going to take you forward, and before you know it, it's going to be bringing a lot of blessings into your life. And hearing that actually reminds me of what I went through. I got really into tarot. I was very inexperienced, but I just studied a little bit, started a YouTube channel, started learning more and more, and growing and getting mentored and trained. And now here I am training other people and certifying other people how to be tarot readers. It's crazy years later. Sometimes something comes to you, and even if you don't really have as much of an affinity for it, or you're a little inexperienced, you have to trust yourself with what you feel drawn to, with what you feel passionate about. So your guides are telling you something about how you need to leave the environment you're in. Maybe you've been feeling this for a while, like I'm ready for a change, or I need to leave this environment, or maybe something about the environment is very stressful and you're like, I need to. So sometimes I see this for people who need to leave and get a better job, or who need to get a home that's more creative, or maybe has a garden or something, so that they can connect with the earth and make time for themselves. Or maybe it's like you're in a relationship or situation that's just toxic to the environment, because it's almost like you're gonna have some type of career change, or there's gonna be a business or that's started, or just like a new lifestyle you create for yourself. So maybe that's why you need to go somewhere to do it. But I also got leave environment teacher. I was wondering, are you a teacher and you're burned out and you need to leave and start a new career path? I hope not, but it could also be you're going to leave the environment you're in to become a teacher, to become a master, to mentor others, maybe life coach or something. Maybe no one knows the things that you've secretly overcome. And that's what you're going to be sharing with others and teaching other people how to do, you know. You're someone who really is all about living without regrets, and I feel like you have a lot of wisdom to share with other people, and it's why this whole teaching thing is coming up and you gravitate towards it. Maybe you're kind of teaching in the job you're in right now, but it's not something you're passionate about. So this might all be about switching your career path or your lifestyle to be more about teaching and speaking and mentoring people on things that you love. So, wow, oh my gosh, so many messages came through. Basically, though, to boil it down, I feel like the good thing that's happening in your life is like a shift with your career and your finances and the place that you live. And like, I just get this feeling you're gonna have a glow up. Like, you're gonna be looking around and seeing an environment that's more beautiful and like just a level up for you. You're gonna be seeing yourself taking this little private success, growing it and getting it more public, out into the public, maybe teaching others, or maybe redefining what this path looks like for you, sharing your wisdom with others. So big lifestyle shift here, big opportunities to share yourself more than you ever have before. That's a big change. It's definitely something good. So wow, I hope that resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support. So you guys, that is it for today. I want to thank all of you for supporting the channel so much. The support you guys give me here really helps me be able to post these free readings on my channel. And by the way, I will have a free live reading session probably next Sunday around the same time on my channel. So don't forget to subscribe, ring that notification bell. I'll be here next week. And check out my most recent pick a card reading. It's called Ways to Fall Back in Love with Life. And I think you guys will really enjoy it. I tried to make it an experience that felt like you were getting a personal reading. And I also made a free tarot spread that's included in that reading for you guys, so you can maybe take a screenshot and pull cards with me. So yeah, check it out. Lots of cool stuff coming to the channel. I'm going to be here. You guys know me. No matter what season, what's going on in the energies, I'm always here. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Peace out.